What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. I got another trailer here in the 1.32 version. I got the dry van instead of the insulated one. The dry van gives you a lot more jobs than the insulated one, because the insulated one is for like food and grocery, minus the refrigerated stuff, as you would probably think. You would have to get the refrigerated one, so I just went with the dry van. And yeah, so we still have our old one, but I ended up purchasing this one. So it looks pretty good. I got the FLD truck. That's the only one I could find that works with this version. So let's get in our truck, start it up. Come on. There you go. Seemed like it didn't want to start. Get off the phone, ain't in here. That's okay. Let's see here. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Just forgive me. Forgive me as I... Not that. Cabin adjustments. Adjust seat. Normally I would do this in the off camera while I'm not recording, but unfortunately, sometimes it happens. So let's go over a little bit. That looks good. I'll leave the mirrors the way they are. They're fine. All right, let's get up. Let's get out of here. I have been uploading about, as you guys can probably see, quite a lot more than I normally do. About, am I good there? I think I'm good. I'm about one episode every 2 days. It's a lot more frequent. I am playing a lot more, like I promised I would in the last episode, so that'll probably continue. I don't think I'm going to change anything. I do like playing this game, and I do enjoy playing for you guys. Alright. Slow blinker. Sell goods. This used to be a FedEx, but whatever. We don't have the regular stores. FLD. Taking nuts. We're taking nuts to Sierra Vista. What am I doing? I already have a trailer. Am I in the right one? Cargo Market. Okay, here we go. I was like, we're taking fireworks to Kingman, Arizona. I was like, I knew we weren't. Sometimes I forget. Pardon me. Oh. Okay, we're going right here. That's fine. All right. Back to the thing up. bit. That's crooked. That's still crooked. It won't let us take it to the wall. Whatever. Spacebar. Turn off the motor. Enter. That wasn't perfect. I'm never perfect. Come on, Betsy. There you go. Alright. We don't do the connectivity because we're already connected. See if I can take off it too low. I can. Wow. Speedy out of here. I'm not going through all the gears. Like I normally would. I'm just changing it up. I know not everybody really goes through all the gears. I know in my last few videos I've been going through every single gear, and that's not normally what people do when they're playing. So, or when they're really trucking. So, I'm gonna change it up a little bit and not go through all the gears. I don't know if I'm gonna go like 246 or 245, 7. I don't know. Just whatever feels right, as long as I don't stall out. That's what I'm gonna go with. But I hope you guys have been enjoying these last few episodes, the ones I've been putting out. A lot of different trucks. The W900 extended cab. That was fun to drive. That was fun to drive by itself, not fun to drive with a trailer. But we get used to it, or I try to get used to it. And then what else did we drive? The Axor, Mercedes Axor truck. That was fun to drive. Cab over. I don't really like the looks of it, but as far as the truck itself, the cab over, like I told you guys before, I love driving a cab over, so I did do that episode. Lately I've just been doing featuring trucks, so whatever truck I want to feature, I'll do. I think next I'm going to go with something like probably I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the Mac R series. I don't think there's anybody right next to me. Hopefully not. The Mac R. It's kind of an older truck, like the Peterbilt 531. I can't recall it. I've been using so many trucks that I don't exactly remember them all. So pardon that. Get off the phone! You're not there. I haven't, like I said, I have been enjoying playing this game for you guys. Hoping you guys enjoy them as well. I've been doing nothing but gaming. I don't think you guys care for House Flipper too much or Wreckfest, so I could continue playing this game. It doesn't really impact me differently. I like playing any game that you guys want to see. If you guys have any suggestions, you guys put them in the comments below, and I could try and see if I can play it. I did purchase Flight Simulator. I was going to purchase X-Plane, but I don't have any of the rudder pedals or the yoke or not even like an Airbus single joystick. So it would be a interesting gameplay, to say the least, just to play with a keyboard or even a controller. It's not going to be like the real thing. So I haven't even opened it up to play it yet. I know that my computer can run it, but I know I don't know how close I came to that guy or girl. I know that my computer can run it. I just don't know if I want to spend $30 on a 737 or $60 on a 747. That's how much those planes cost for the game if you want to download them. It's nothing like this game where you can just get them all for free. You gotta actually pay for those ones. So I don't know if I actually want to pay for something like that. I mean, unless somebody puts in unless a couple of people, like 10 people, want to see me play that game, then I'll play it. But I don't know if I really want to fork out the cash to play a simulator that I don't have the proper controls for. So we'll see what happens. I currently don't have the money to purchase the yoke. I mean, I could probably purchase the yoke, but whoa, that was weird. It's the rudder pedals, the yoke, the rudder pedals and the yoke, like for a Boeing instead of just a joystick, for an Airbus. If I just wanted the rudder pedals, slow that thing down too much. Let me get on the freeway before I continue talking. So if I just wanted rudder pedals and a joystick, I could probably get away with spending about $140. If I want the yoke, the rudder pedals, yoke and the rudder pedals, it's probably going to run like $220. Because that's what those things cost. It's kind of like when I got set up for American Truck, the G29, the stick shift, the Logitech shifter, the pedals. The steering wheel and the pedals came as one unit for $379, and then the joystick, or not the joystick. Am I getting off here? I didn't even see him. He was right there, but I was too busy talking. My bad. Too busy looking straight and not through my rear view. Nothing like real life. Well, maybe a little bit, but I'm not talking in real life, and I don't. It's not like I don't see traffic around me in real life. That's only in the game. Back to the shifter. The shifter was by itself. I had to pay for that by itself. I'm gonna have to get over here. Lower the gears. The shifter came different, separately. So it was $60 for the shifter, $379 for the steering wheel and the pedals. So I paid $440, with tax and everything, maybe more for my trucking simulator. So $440 plus, so about $540 if you count my new shifter. So yeah, it's way different, It's $560 some $540 to $560 just to play this game alone. To make it real. If I really wanted to make it super realistic, to get like all the gauges and everything like that, they do have them, then I'd have to spend another $350 to $400 on the ARS or A something. It's an advanced ASP is what it's called, Advanced Simulation Programming or something like that, where it actually has all the buttons included, wipers and all that stuff. So I'd end up spending about $900. I'm going way too fast as I'm talking your guys' ears off, not really paying attention. I'd end up spending close to $1,000 on everything for this game. And I would love to have all the stuff, but I just don't have the money. I'm not getting money from YouTube. I'm not getting money from the state or federal or anything like that. Luckily, I have, people that care about me enough to give me. My family members give me some money, so luckily enough I'm able to get some money from them, but I'm not making anything from the United States or California. I'm not getting nothing. But I was fortunate enough to get all the things that I had for this game because I love this game so much. But yeah, so if I wanted to do like I said, if I wanted to do like a flight sim, I would have to get all those controls, and those controls aren't cheap. They're roughly about the same amount I would have to spend to get the controls for a flight sim that I did for this game, is what I'm trying to get out of myself as I hit a navigator way back there, or a white one I believe it was. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not easy. It's not easy, and it's not free. But other than that, like I said, I normally would go out in real life and hang out with friends and stuff like that, but lately I've just been staying home. I'm really upside down as far as my sleep schedule goes. What is that? Car, his hood open and smoke billowing out. Or not billowing, but coming out. I've been wanting to get... I never really liked Crown Victoria Police Interceptor CVPI cars, just because a lot of people use them for... Well, they used to use them for taxis. I gotta get off here. They used to be used at like taxi vehicles, and that's way too high. And there were a couple people that had them that would use them as pretend cop cars, whatever. And I wanted to get on board with that, but my parents at the time, I mean, when I was growing up, my first car, if it was going to be a CVPI, they would not want me to have a V8. My first car, I believe, was a 3-cylinder, and then I got a 4-cylinder, and then I got an inline 5, and then I got a V6. I don't think I've ever had a V8. But I really want either a Yukon PPV, police pursuit vehicle, is what I believe what they're called. The Yukon, like a 2005-ish, the newer look, but not the, not like a 2018, but like a 2005 to 2010, with the bumper on the front and the black steelies and the chrome in the middle. I've always loved the Yukon. I've always loved the Charger. Not really a fan of the Ford Explorer. To me, I've always thought of that. I mean, not like I've always thought the new Explorer was way too small. Even the old Explorer was kind of small. And then the Sport Edition, even though it was a 5-seater, it was really like a 2-seater. And those old police vehicles at auction go for like $5,000, like a 2010 Chevy Tahoe PPV. As long as it was an old police vehicle. I know that they have a lot of idling hours, and then they see something happens and they got to hit the gas and literally go from 0 to 60 and like what the times are. I don't know what the times are, but they literally go from 0 to 60, and then they go back to. Some of them are always in pursuits, and some of them are just sitting around collecting dust and idling forever. So they have a lot of idling hours and not a lot of miles. Some of them have tons of miles and idling hours. We don't really count that in the United States of America unless I believe the only thing that really has hours on it is motorcycles. I don't even know if they're like regular motorcycles. We gotta stop up here, but I don't even know if they're like, oh, we get to go by. Nice. Thank you. I've never had that one. I don't even know if they're like regular motorcycles that regular people like me or people that have motorcycle licenses go in, or if they're like a off-road, like an off-road bike, like a Yamaha Banshee I used to have. That used to count as hours. When I sold it, I had to tell the person it had 4,000 hours on it, or whatever it may have had. I think mine only had like 300 hours. I didn't really ride it much. I didn't go to the desert much. At first I did, but towards the end of having it, I didn't. Or closer to selling it, I didn't really ride it much. It would just sit around and collect dust. So what I'm saying is, I would love to have a $5,000 old police Yukon, or a Charger, or a Taurus, or I think that's the other one. Charger, Taurus, Yukon. I mean, they do have Ford Explorers. They do have another kind of a Chevy that I can't think of. It's not a Taurus. I just can't think of it right now, but wherever you guys live, if you guys live in the United States, you guys have seen all different kinds of police vehicles. Some of them, I mean, some people hate them altogether, and those are the people that break the law a lot. And then you look in your rear view and you see one, and it just passes by, and it turns out to be just a normal person. There was a cop over there on the side of the road, but it was just his motorcycle. It wasn't him. But yeah, the Yukon is the one I would love to have. And you go, if I were to go to an auction and I had like 10 grand, man, I would love to get myself a Yukon. As long as it's, in roughly good shape. This is the entire cones have been the entire, I don't know, last 2 or 3 minutes of the video. There's like a Suburban Tahoe, or I don't know. They do have the newer ones that the police department will purchase, and then they'll go back to the dealer, and they only have like 100 miles on them, and people could purchase those, and if they're brand new, like with 0 or anything under 100 miles, and they haven't been to a police department yet, you can't buy a police vehicle. You can't buy a police vehicle that way. It has to be, the police department has to buy it and then resell it to the dealership in order for you to buy one. And then they take off all the lights, which is fine. I don't want to get impersonating a police officer ticket. Excuse me. I don't want to get impersonating a police officer. I don't want to get arrested for anything like that. I don't want to pull people over. It has nothing to do with that. I just like how the Yukons are lowered. They have the steelies on them, and they have the big old bull bar on the front, the big old grill, the big old push bumper on the front. They can take all the lights they want with them. I don't want any of them, no strobes, no nothing. I just want the vehicle itself. I don't know why, I've always loved those. Like I said, I didn't really like the CVTIs, like the ones in this game I used to always complain about. Like, man, the person that had this game probably loved CVTIs, because they were, the SCS people must have loved Crown Victoria Police Interceptor vehicles, because they were everywhere in this game until I changed up the police pack, or I changed up, or the SCS updated it, and now they have, some of them are Crown Vics, some of them are Tauruses, some of them are Chargers. There's still the Crown Vics, but there's not as many as there used to be. So yeah, that's always been one of the things I've always wanted. But it's not like I have $10,000 sitting around where I can go to an auction and be like, yep, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, And you can bid online as well, kind of like eBay, but on some online auctions you can bid. But like I said, I just don't have the money. So, what's this up here on the right? I know that's a police helicopter, but what is that? I don't know. It looks like a Clipper. It looks like a Laker logo, but the Clippers font. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I have been talking a lot. Get up! Oh, you're not there. I was gonna do some outside shots, but there's just way too many cars around us, and a lot of curvy roads, and I've been talking too much to want to do it. Maybe we'll do it when we get to, if I remember, when we get to the drop-off. So we only have about 29 miles. This will take about 29 seconds. No, take like a minute to get there. Well, to get to the freeway exit, we gotta slowly travel through the city of Kingman. What's going on up here? Nothing. I thought I saw orange lights, but nope. Look at all the money we have. Lots and lots of money. As long as we're not late, we'll get a bunch more money. option in my settings what the braking intensity is. I know the braking intensity in my other profile is pretty far down there, but that was dumb of me. I need to get over. Let's go. Ballbird. Yeah, Ballbird for no reason. Get this motorcycle. Motorcycle. Oh! I didn't hit that, did I? I think it's just my crazy driving. Take our head around the corner and see where we gotta go. Corner. Gotta flip this thing around. Should have got a 48 footer too. I'll do that when I'm not recording. Right. Let's check this out real quick. Parking brake is on. Oh, there's the cables. They're connected to that. That's awesome. We gotta go to the far one, so this should be fun. Put it in reverse. Let's see if I can change it to reverse high, so that I'm not revving the heck out of it. Concentration is real. Not like that at all. Like that at all. Close. Alright, let's go forward a little bit. Try and cut it a little bit sooner than that. Right there. Follow it back. Might have cut it too much. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Sorry, bud. Yeah, right. That'd be a whole lot of money to have to spend on messing up dude's trailer. Pull forward. Man, I'm hitting everything. that blue thing? Dumpster? Did I hit that? Must have. I don't know, I might have to start over. Low air pressure. Weird. Because with the 53-footer, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, this is just going to end up where it was. Come out a little bit more. So having the tandems where I have the tandems currently, or having the having the wheels all the way at the back in this game really doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything as far as the wheels go, or as far as backing up goes. Son of a gun. Yeah, just put a pallet there. I must have hit that or something. That's weird. Yeah, I know I have no air pressure. So yeah, having the tandems where they are, or all the way in the back, changes nothing in this game. What I just found out recently. Perfect. That's where I wanted it anyways. This is horrible, but I don't know. I must have hit something to make that dumpster be there, and the pallet. Because whatever I do, this is far back as I'm able to go. I mean, don't look at how sucky the parking job is. Pretty bad, but yeah, I don't know where that came from. Hey, I already did that. Oh, no, I'm not even in the spot. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Yeah, press E. Wait, I didn't need to hunt it. Okay. Son of a gun. Newbie, I'm a noob. Yeah. Can't get it. Press E to I already stopped the engine. Well, that's going to have to do it for this episode because, yeah, I'm kind of stuck where I'm stuck because I won't let me get into the area because the dumpster's in the way. Stupid dumpster. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this horrible episode and me jabbering my lips off. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Peace out.